Yes, so I welcome all of you to this orientation program on the online course which we have planned to start uh, under IEEE SPS Chapter. I think someone is knocking. Let me. Yes, so I welcome you all to this orientation program. So about the online course on signal processing techniques using Python. And today in this orientation program, I would like to brief you about the complete course structure and how are we going to conduct it, and what is the course, what are the course contents which you might have gone through in the course detail brochure, and the duration for each course, and what all things we are offering under this course. So all these things I will be briefing in a while, and I will also introduce the resource persons. So there are totally four of us are conducting this program, and two are in-house resource persons, and two resource persons are from the industry and the research background. Okay. So after giving a brief introduction about the resource persons, then I will hand over the session to the two resource persons who will be giving an introduction to about the Python and applications and so on. And we are keeping the introduction very brief, and then the session is open for questions or queries. Okay. So whatever doubts you have, please make a note of all those points regarding this program, regarding the Python, and regarding the applications of Python to signal processing, and even in other applications of engineering. Please make a note of all those points, and one by one you can ask them either in the chat box, and or you can also come online, and you can directly have a discussion with the resource people. Right? So to begin with, yeah, let's start. Yes. So to begin with the introduction to the course, as it was informed in the poster, so this entire complete course has been planned to be conducted in 3 levels. And why it is in 3 levels, that also I'll explain in a while. So level 1 is about the basics of Python for signal processing. And level 2 is Python for signal processing techniques and communication systems. And Python in level 3, we will be discussing about some advanced applications which will help you to understand the machine learning and data analysis concepts. And this level 3, the knowledge of all these 3 levels will help you to select your mini project topics and based on Python, and it will also help you to select your final year project topics. Okay, and what all packages you require using Python. So all those things we will discuss in these in this course in detail. Okay, again I think someone is knocking. Please, Aditya and Vaishnavi, please put a message to if anybody is interested to join, ask them to join immediately. Otherwise, it will be kind of disturbing for me in between. Yes, sir. Okay, so next let's have a look at the key highlights of the course, and what exactly how exactly it is different from the regular workshops. Okay, so the key highlights, as you people are seeing on the screen. So the sessions are definitely online because of the time and the transportation restrictions. So right now we are beginning with the online sessions, and then after the level 1 course, we'll take a feedback, and based on that, for level 2 and 3, we will think of either blended mode or the offline. So that we will discuss after we finish level 1. So what exactly the key points of the course are? These sessions will be a live instructor-led online hands-on sessions. So these sessions are not like a regular theory classes. So you will be doing the coding as the instructions will be given in the session. So the first requirement will be you need to have your system or a laptop with Python packages or software installed in it, and then only this course will be helpful. Okay, if you just listen to the course and if you do not practice or if you do not code, then this course is not of much use. Okay, and since almost all sessions are hands-on, so parallelly, as soon as the instructions are given, parallelly, like a lab session, you will be executing and learning the codes. Okay. And hand-holding on usage of Python packages. So for different applications, like numerical computations and signal processing techniques and image processing techniques, we have different packages in Python. And how to install these packages and how to make use of these packages will also be told in detail during all the 3 sessions. And all the sessions are delivered, supported by the hands-on sessions, and all lectures are delivered by the industry experts, means those who the resource persons, they are training the industry people in these fields, and the related theory will be covered by the academic experts. Okay, and for mini project and final year projects, the guidance will be provided once you successfully finish the course. I again repeat, we will not give the projects. Projects will be of your choice, but the guidance will be given. Okay, and the main aim of this course is you have to learn this open source software and come up with your own novel ideas, implement them, and publish them in good journals and conferences. And those things will definitely help you to increase your weightage, your resume weightage, and those who are planning for higher studies, you will have a good academic points. And after the completion of each level, you will be getting a recognized certificate under the IEEE Signal Processing Society banner, which is recognized globally. And the certificate is definitely you can include it in your CV, and definitely you will have the projects and other testimonials to show what all you have accomplished during this course. Okay, so but as I said, the certificates will be provided to only those who successfully finish the course. What do I mean by the word successfully? Means you have to attend all the sessions, and there will be small projects or assignments will be given to you. And at the end of each level, we will have an offline mini project competition. Okay, so and this competition will be conducted in the college and under the IEEE banner, and definitely you will have winners, and it will be a competition, so we will have winners there. So based on your performance in the competition and the assignments, we will select the people and propose some projects. Okay, and this is all about the some key points, okay, about the course. Next, if you look at the course duration, so what I want to highlight here is the course duration. So level 1, we are planning to start from next week, that is from 22nd March. Require around 18 to 20 hours of classes, and it may go up to 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. And during the week, we will be conducting this online sessions on weekdays, on alternate days, 3 days per week. So mainly on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Weekends, we are not keeping any sessions. There are 2 reasons for this. First reason is we don't want to spoil anybody's weekend plans. And the second one is some of you are going for GATE coaching classes, so we do not want to disturb you there also. So that's why we thought Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, the sessions in the evenings from 7:45 to 9 o'clock, 9 or 9:30. Okay, so 1 hour to 1 hour 15 minutes will be the regular instruction classes. Definitely that will be a hands-on, and keeping some 10 minutes buffer time before and after, and half an hour time will be provided for discussions. Okay, and we are keeping half an hour exclusively for discussions because we want all of you to do the coding on every day-to-day basis. And as you do coding on day-to-day basis, definitely you will get lots of doubts. So we want to have those discussions on every class. Okay? And why we have kept the classes on alternate days? The reason is whatever points or instructions, whatever topics we discuss on Monday, so you have to practice those topics and do some homework coding on the next day, that is Tuesday, and then make a note of what all doubts you have and come to the next class on Wednesday. And same thing will continue Wednesday and Friday. Okay, so Monday this will be an instruction class. Tuesday you will have a time for practice. Wednesday again there will be an instruction session, and Thursday you will practice. Friday again there will be an instruction, and weekend you can utilize it for your other activities, and also you can explore whatever has been taught in the previous classes, and come with your queries on next Monday. Okay, so this is the plan on the 3 days per week, and I hope whatever the reasons I'm giving for why we have kept on alternate days, and the timings not during the working hours, because the industry, the people, they have their office, and you will also have some placement training running in college, so we do not want to disturb the working hours. So we have kept the online sessions in the evening, and evening time even I preferred, because when we had the interaction classes during the lockdown time, so that time was more suitable for everyone. Okay, before the in the evening, just before 1.5 hour before dinner time. Okay, so I hope these things, the duration and that class timings are clear. And now coming to the different levels and the next level 2 and level 3 plan. So this is all about the level 1. So we will finish this level 1, basics of Python for signal processing. This here we will be covering starting from the installation up to the minimum basic packages required for signal processing techniques. So these first level will be completed before you start your next semester classes, that is even semester classes. And next level 2, as soon as the semester begins, so we would have completed level 1, and we will have a competition based on that. Okay, test and a competition. Then after that, during your next semester, during the even semester, that is from in the month of May and June, we will be having the level 2. Okay, so level 2, we will plan seeing your academic calendar, and most probably 2 days per week sessions. And there we will be going in detail the signal processing techniques and implementation of signal processing techniques and communication systems in detail using different Python packages. So this will run almost around for 1.5 to 2 months on two sessions per week. Okay, in that plan. And again, then we will break for your semester examinations and study holidays. So we will not disturb during that time. And then once you finish your 6th semester examinations, then during the vacation of between 6th and 7th semester, we will take up the advanced course. And this advanced course is exclusively based on some applications which I have mentioned in the course details. And this level 3 will not be sessions like level 1 or 2. So here we want people, those who are really interested and dedicated in doing some novel projects and implementing some ideas, and which are the people who are really interested in taking up machine learning or data analysis in their professional field. So we want to have those students in level 3, and level 3 will be more like not a regular sessions. It will be more like a projects. Okay, completely projects. So this will be during the vacation. So the moment you come to the 7th semester, so you should be ready with all these packages, all the details about the Python and how to use them. And then you can select during the vacation itself, you can decide about your project, finally a project title or a topic, and you can continue taking our guidance throughout your final year. Okay, so this is the complete course plan. So once we begin the course in next week, so we will guide you till you finish your final year project. Okay, if you select the project topic in our interested area. Okay, so this is all about the course duration and how are we planning about the course content and so on. Okay. Next is I would like to give a brief introduction about the resource persons whom we are inviting to guide you in the usage of Python and how to use them in signal processing and communication applications. So we have two resource persons from industry and research background, and two in-house resource people are there, one including myself. So the first resource person is, as you are seeing on the screen, is Mr. Chetan Adhikari, my classmate in post-graduation. So right now he is working as an IT analyst and a Python subject matter expert at Tata Consultancy Services in Bangalore. And he's a certified Python trainer at Inventa Tech and also at Tech Trunk Ventures Private Limited. So he trains the Python developers at TCS who are mainly working in the areas of machine learning and data analysis. And he trains those industry people. So he knows what exactly the industry needs, and he will train you people keeping those aspects in mind. So whatever programming language or topics you study as a subject, as an elective in your curriculum, so this is slightly different from that. Okay, so we have gone through your those who have taken Python as an elective, we have gone through the curriculum, and based on that, to support that and to give you more beyond syllabus topics, so keeping all these things in mind, we have designed the modules in 3 levels. Okay, so he's an expert in Python and applications of Python to machine learning and operation research optimization and so on. And he will be training you throughout all the 3 levels implementation using the Python. Okay, and very soon I will introduce him online here, and you can clarify your queries with respect to that. Okay, next is, so he's the first resource person. And we have Dr. Bruhant Malik as our second resource person, who is a research associate at Leeds Beckett University from United Kingdom. And he holds a bachelor's and master's degree in electronics engineering and a PhD, the topic of multi-view video coding and analysis. And he has worked on postdoctoral interdisciplinary research projects relating to the automation of EEG, data analysis, and microfacial expression identification and analysis. He has interest in audio signal processing and signal processing applications to IoT and relationship between signal processing and machine learning. So he will be guiding you people in those aspects. And we also have Dr. Bruhant in this meeting. So he will also give some insight into the course in a while. So these two people are from the research and industry background. So they know what exactly the industry needs now. And these two will help us to build the bridge between the academics and the industry. And I hope you people will make the best use of their time and energy what they are providing to us through this course. So next is we two are the in-house resource persons. I think there is no introduction required for us. So we will be taking some sessions, supporting technical sessions related to signal. So Vipula ma'am will be taking few sessions mainly on image processing later, maybe in level 2 and in level 3. and the supporting Python implementations will be again handled by the industry experts. Okay, and I will be taking few sessions on signal processing and its applications, and we'll also discuss some projects based on the research what is going on in the department. So few topics we will be offering through this course. Next is coming to the course fees. So for level 1, for Signal Processing Society members, it is all the 3 levels are completely free. But only thing is you have to finish, you have to attend the classes regularly and finish all the assignments and projects. Okay, then only you will get a certificates, the SPS members. So there is no charge since it is organized by Signal Processing Society chapter. So all the SPS members can access through the entire course, the material, everything for free. And the IEEE members, but those are not the members of SPS Society. For level 1, we are charging a nominal charge of ₹100, and non-IEEE members, the fees is ₹300. So since the first level 1 is a very basic course, and it mainly discusses about the installation, from installation to the introduction to the packages of Python for different numerical computations and signal processing applications. So we have kept the fees very nominal. Okay, but the course level 2 and level 3 will be, the charges will be little on the higher side. Maybe the fees may vary from 500 to 1000, may go from 500 to 1000, and again based on the number of participants, and the people who do the level 1 and level 2 will have around 50% discount as per the IEEE rules. Okay, and definitely winners in the competitions held throughout the course will have some benefits in level 2 and level 3 course structures. Okay, so that's why the level 2 and level 3 fees are not yet decided. So based on your performance through in the course 1 and based on your feedback, okay, we will be deciding the level 2 and level 3 course fees, and that will be intimated later, okay, once we finish this. Now, next, coming to the course contents. So this course consists, as I told, level 1, 2, and 3. All 3 levels are divided into different modules, and each module we have keeping your academic requirements in mind, and also the projects what you will do. So keeping all those things in mind, and also keeping the time constraint into consideration, we have designed these modules. And a brief introduction about this course contents and what is the importance of Python. These things will be discussed by our first resource person, Mr. Chetan Akari. So now I would like to call Mr. Chetan online, and I would like him to take over the session. Yeah, just before I call him, I just want to, I'll just, since till he keeps his presentation ready, I'm now open for questions. So whatever the course details I have told right now, if anybody has any queries, you can please post it in the chat box, or also you can come online and clarify.
Excuse me, sir. This is Prabhat speaking.
Prabhat, yes, Prabhat, tell me.
Yes, sir. I'm not a part of IEEE or neither Signal Processing Society. So,
Okay.
sir, if I join like in 2-3 days, will I get this level 1 for free, sir?
Sorry, I didn't get you. See, there is no mandatory requirement of IEEE membership. Okay, so this course is open for all RNS ECE students. Only thing is, if you
wanted to join, sir, that's why
you wanted to take the membership.
Yes, sir.
Definitely, you can approach me in the next week in the college, and you can join. Those people who are interested to join the IEEE SPS, you can very well join, and you can access through the course. Okay.
So if I join, then I don't have to pay for this level 1.
Yes, definitely, you don't have to pay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir?
Yes, may I know who is this?
Sir, Nikhil, sir. Nikhil.
Nikhil, tell me.
Yeah, sir. Sir, I'm an IEEE member of 2020 batch, sir, but not 2021.
No.
Should I pay the fee or not, sir?
No. You have to have an active membership.
Acting.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
okay.
I need to submit a list of active IEEE students to the IEEE Bangalore section later. So only those who are active membership, only they will be considered as right now for 2021. So if you haven't renewed your IEEE membership, I suggest you to please renew to access all this for free. And not only this course, we'll be coming up with some more activities also under IEEE. So if you are a member, you will definitely get all those benefits for free. But if you are not a member, then definitely you have to pay some nominal charges.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, fine then. So if any other doubts are there, so we will take up after the having a brief introduction about the Python from Chetan. Okay, so now I'd like to hand over the session to Chetan. Chetan, I welcome you.
Yeah, right. Hello, everyone. Good evening. I would like to thank Sanjay for the elaborate introduction what he has given on Python, and I'm sure you might have got an overview of what you're going to learn. This is just kind of a motivation for you to learn Python and see the prospectus of Python, what you would be getting it after probably your engineering and as well while you're studying or in your graduations. Okay, so you might be wondering why Python is needed or what exactly is Python. So Python was developed as a hobby project initially by von Rosen in 1980s, but later because of its versatility and the simple things, simple coding starting off with, it was officially released in 1981. And the most important thing, or what we call it as the core philosophy, Zen of Python, is it's really simple. It's beautiful, better than Angli. That is, you write simple codes, don't complicate it without words. That's always better. That's how Python codings are maintained, and it's explicit better than implicit. That is, everything is explicit. You don't have any hidden things over there. You don't have a complex thing, and if things get complicated, then complex will be better. And then readability counts. Anybody who is fairly well knowledgeable in English could be a good programmer in Python. So this is the basic philosophy what Python goes by. You can also refer it as the Zen of Python. And this is one of the enhancement proposals whatever Python has. If you want to include any libraries or things like that, these are the basic core philosophy which depends on. So it's basically user friendly and really beneficial for the person who is at the beginner level and even do not have a programming ideology or a programming background. Now, why do we need Python? First of all, in academics, it's open source. You don't have to pay for it, and you can also contribute it. You can create your own libraries. You can contribute to others if your code is good enough. And it's simple and elegant. It's readable, and the tab spaces or whatever you have as the structured code, it's well maintained in Python. And not only that, you might have seen the other languages like Java, C#, or C++ for that matter, the high-level data structures, whatever they have, it's really present even in Python, but it is having a simple approach for that. You don't have to just learn it as a different concept when it comes to Python. And the other thing is dynamically typed language. It is not something which is related to keyboard. When I talk about type, it is the data type which we are talking of. You don't have to initially know what are the ways in which you would be operating a value or a variable. It could be integer, string. You don't have to specify initially, and you can change it as the program progresses. So you don't have to be very specific, or you can be flexible over there when it comes to the data types in Python. And the last part, not the least, is the most important thing why Python is being expanded in the industry as well as academics is the vast collection of libraries. Python just started off with few of the data types, say probably less, dictionary and sets and things like that, but it has been now expanded to include all the industrial standards or the industrial applications like scikit, machine learning toolkits, SciPys, symbolic pies, and not only that, it's been including all the third-party libraries like Kinter, desktop GUIs, or the web framework, which we'll see briefly in the coming slides. Now let's just getting the hang of Python. Let's just say you want to print hello world. This would be the the C++ code. It's approximately 5 to 6 lines. Okay. Then if it's a Java code, again, it's the same number of lines. And you can see that we have the brackets coming up, and then we need to know what is written, the semicolons coming up, and all the libraries which has to be included. But when it comes to Python, you just have a line of code, which is hello world, and everything is done by the Python. So you have all the batteries included, and it's just one line, which is also very much readable compared to the other codes. Okay, that's just to highlight the easiness in which you could write Python codes. Now coming to the popularity, what we have, Python has been trending, and this is the latest one provided by Statistica. This is just a company which is doing research on the number of people who are using Python all over the world. This is the statistics between February 2019 to February 2020. You can also check it in the open source magazine for trends or the programming trends what we have right now. So from past 1 year, it has been increased for 4.1% due to various reasons. Let's just see what are those various reasons coming up. We have web and internet development. So if you people are aware of the protocol stack, it comes in the presentation layer. We have several libraries or several functionalities toolkit to have website running, up and running. That's Django. We can also have an integration to the currently running website using Flask. You don't have to do it from scratch. You can just add an API using Flask. And then it also supports the existing protocols like HTML, XML, JSON, and email processing in order to integrate or communicate with other things. Like if you have used Java Press or JavaScript, you could interact with Python coding by using JSON. So that's web and internet development. Not only that, if you are not looking at the website programming, you could also be looking at some of the application programming. We have GUIs, and the most popular one that is TK GUI, Kinter. Using Kinter, it's been integrated. We also have the popular VX widgets. These are the widgets which been used for popular applications like GNUs, all the GNU applications, whatever we have. It is written in C++, but it can be easily integrated to Python. You don't have to know C++ code, but there is a library which will interface with the C++ code. That's about this desktop GUIs. And of course, business applications. We have enterprise level applications built. We also have e-commerce systems, all the shopping baskets and the apps which you see, which is used for business applications. Python is being used extensively over there. And coming to the most important one, scientific computing tools for Python, because that's been named as SciPy. And these are the packages which we have in SciPy, namely NumPy, SymPy, Matplotlib, Pandas, and Scikit. Highlighting on them, NumPy is the library what we have for operations on arrays. It could be mathematical, linear algebra, signal transformation, statistical operations. Everything needs something in a matrix format. People who are aware of MATLAB will try to relate that to the MATLAB code, but it is much simpler, much easier to do it in Python because we also have the programming support for that. Okay. So that's what we mean by multi-dimensional array object. You could just think it as a matrix laboratory. Then we have SymPy, which is symbolic pi. The things what we could do with symbolic pi are all the variables which are integrated. You could just do mathematical calculations or the complex mathematical derivations like integration, differentiation, just like how you do it on your book. You taking the variables, having the definite integrals, or without having the definite integrals. You could all do that using the symbolic pi. So that means it is fully featured for all the algebraic systems what we have right now. Matplotlib, it's a comprehensive tool for plotting and a visualization technique. It includes all the 3D plots and the basic plots as well. It is called Matplotlib because it gives us MATLAB-like interference for all the graphs or visualizations what you get. Pandas, you might be hearing that more often in machine learning for all kinds of data manipulations, cleaning, virtualization, and adding things. Because whenever you are working on machine learning, 90% of the work is setting up data to get predictions, but other 10% is just the modeling one. But whatever work it goes on preparation of data, everything is handled by Pandas. And lastly, scikit. Now this is built on NumPy and all the SciPy libraries like Pandas and Matplotlib. This is just a last interface, you could say, which will be avoiding any kind of complications which you might get while building a model. This is the simplest way of building any machine learning models. That's about scikit. Now, this is what has been extensively used in machine learning techniques, and we also have other libraries. You could say third-party libraries like TensorFlow, which is developed by Google, and lot more other things working with Python. So let's say the popular codes, what has been given by YouTube, Google, you can just look into that. These are the direct codes, what has been given by the popular people or the popular, you could say, commercial systems, YouTube, Google, and Eve. And Eve is just an online multiplayer game which has been used by many. All right, that comes to the last thing, which is the IDEs, that is Integrated Development Environment for running our Python code. We have several options, and if you are installing Python by default, it would be idle. And if you are installing Python with Anaconda, that's a package which we require or which we have for all the machine learning libraries as well as the core libraries. We get Spider and Jupyter Notebook. You could also use Visual Studio Code if you are interested in the Microsoft platforms. That's something which you can relate with Visual Studio as such. Okay, there is no difference in writing the code. It's only the interface which could be different. And people usually who work on data analysis or the machine learning or scientific computing systems usually use Jupyter Notebook. Okay. So just giving a brief introduction on these things, idle will look something like this, where you have simple things like I could just print and get the result then and there. You have this interpreter chevron symbol coming up. If you want to write multiple lines of code, then you could just have a new file built up. You could write this multiple lines of code. Let's see, printing it. Okay, and then probably let's say I have some codes written that. Okay. Let me just save it. And I could just run, you will be getting the output in the shell window. This is one way of doing it. This is the basic idle what you will get it. The other thing is a Spider. Spider is similar to idle. So we have this source code or the code which is being written over here. That's in the editor window, whatever is there. I could just paste it and run it. Okay. Right, you can see over here the output comes up over here. This is something what we have it as shell window, editor window. And the most important one, what we'll be dealing with, is the Jupyter Notebook. Okay. The most important thing over here is I will have some kind of cell things. Okay. I could run, see the output then and there. Also, I have different outputs which will be coming up. I could download it as a notebook. Okay. So if you have LaTeX installed in your system, then we could just download it and you will be getting a book-like structure. Okay. It is a PDF. You can take it as a printout, and you can see over here, this could be the chapter heading, the book heading, and you have chapters with the initial index coming up. You also have the output as well as the code running over there. Okay. You can also include some of the HTML codes over here. I could directly write HTML course as a HTML. And let me just say I have an unordered list coming up over here. I could have some of the lists. Let's say I have Python. Similarly, I can have okay, you can see over here it comes as public list. You could include all the HTML files. So whatever we want to write, which is related to the code, you could do that. That's more user friendly. That's like a book. That's why we call it as Jupyter Notebook. You can as well write all the Python codes, which you can write it in say Spider, Visual Studio Code, or our IDE. Okay. The last thing is Visual Studio Code. This is similar to whatever we have. Okay. But one thing is it can open Jupyter Notebook as well as your normal Python files. You can have Jupyter Notebooks coming up over here, okay? Or you could open an py files over here, .python files. Both of them could be included over here. Usually Visual Studio Code or this software is used by the people who work on both front end and back end. When I say front end and back end, it is someone who is working on the presentations as HTML, JavaScript, and things like that, as well as in the backend connecting with the Python code and SQL servers. So that's about it. But mainly we'll be concentrating on Jupyter Notebooks. Okay. And coming to the way in which we'll be interactive, other than online, we'll have assignments, and we would be creating a classroom like this. Okay. On this basis, we will have you will be getting assignments on daily basis or on session wise. You could have all the students. Sanjay sir will be taking up the student list, and we will be getting the list of students. You will have this as a GitHub repository, which will be shared with you, and you could have this code for you even after the sessions. You could just practice, or you could just keep looking at the assignments for your future references also. That's about this assignments and the things whatever I had to say for Python. So I could take any questions, not technical ones, but anything as a concern for the delivery of the material, whatever we discussed. Is there any concern on that?
Yes, if anybody has any queries regarding the course delivery and the content and the planning, you can please ask. And if you have any doubts regarding the Python also, means or if you have done some basic courses, if you want a specific topics to be included, that also you can suggest. Okay. Yes, any questions? You can either post it in the chat box, or if you want, you can come online and directly ask.
Brunt, do you have anything to add to the things, whatever we mentioned?
Well, nothing at the moment, but just wanted to say that thanks to all students who have shown interest today, and just wanted to say that the way the course has been designed, it kind of takes into account that students get hands-on experience on Python, and also how to use Python for signal processing applications. And if students are interested to further develop their skills in Python, if not necessarily in signal processing or any other application, this would be kind of a nice launch pad. So if some students are still on fence, this is something to think about when they're making or thinking about joining this course. So with that, I would like to also thank Sanjay for putting this together. and that's pretty much it from me at the moment.
Yeah, so now we are open for questions. So if you have any queries regarding the course, content delivery, or anything, please do not hesitate and please do post your questions. And if you don't have any queries, then I would like to see a thumbs up in the chat box, and that gives me an acknowledgement that whatever we have discussed so far, you are in sync with us.
Will you be giving any schedule for this whole program?
Sorry, you are not clear. Your voice is not clear, Prabhat.
Yeah, am I audible, sir?
Yeah, right now it's good. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Will there be any schedule given for this program, the entire program, sir?
Yes,
Timings
definitely.
and all.
Yeah, let me tell you. Coming week on 19th March, that is Friday, in the evening, we will be conducting the installation session. So there, those who don't know about how to install, what package to install, and what platform to take up. So an introductory session on Python package installation and software installation will be conducted on 19th March, Friday evening. And timing, I'll let you know soon. Most probably it will be after 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. in the evening. And Saturday and Sunday, 20th and 21st, will give you time to get ready with your system, with the software and everything. And from 22nd March, we will start with the sessions. And as I told, we will have classes on 3 days, 3 alternate days per week, namely Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And evening from 7:45. Exact class will begin at 8 p.m. 8 to 9 will be the delivery, and half an hour will be kept for the discussion. Okay, so somewhere you can consider from 7:45 to 9:30. Okay, we will have on alternate days starting from 22nd March. Okay, and this time is suitable for everyone. For you also, it will not disturb the college activities, and the resource person, definitely they are working during the morning time, and they will be free after 6:30 or 7. Okay, so that's why we kept this time.
Good evening, sir. I had a query.
Yeah, go on, Aditya. Go ahead.
Sir, with respect to the ideas that we would get for the projects from the course, are we open to choose from any signal processing application like biomedical or audio, or is there a specific application that the course would focus on, sir?
No, we are not. We are just giving you all basics and required tools. And project topics, we will definitely suggest a few, but you are very much open to, we welcome you to come up with your own topic. And that is, actually, we appreciate more if you come up with your own topic. And I want Dr. Bruhan to put a light on this, applications of signal processing in audio signal and related to biomedical applications. Could you please do that?
Yes. So, in my opinion, probably the best way or the best place to start is to use Google Scholar and to see what is the latest research that is being done. And the expectation is not to come up with new ideas, but if possible, try and replicate what has already been done. So, for example, if there are any new ideas that is being developed and published in journals, so you can start working on those ideas, and eventually the expectation would be to see if you can develop something new. And like Sanjay insisted earlier, if you are able to come up with your own new idea, and if there is some novelty in it, probably we will be able to help you to publish it. Okay?
Thank you, Dr. Mohan. Any other queries? Any other questions? Okay, fine then. I hope this orientation program gave you all the details required for the course. Okay, and the registration will be open till 18th March. And the fees, the mode of payment, those who are non-SPS and non-IEEE members, so you have to meet me in person in the college at my cabin, and you have to pay the fees. Okay, and also you need to sign a registration form there. Okay, and the IEEE members need to get your IEEE membership certificate, and SPS members need to get both IEEE membership as well as the SPS membership certificate. Okay, you need to take a printout and you need to submit that. Okay, so this you have to do in the next week before 18th, and the registration will close on 18th night. Okay, and once the course starts, we will not take up any fresh or new registrations, because every session will be linked with the previous one, and it will simply disturb, and the people who join maybe mid or later, they may not able to follow. So that's why the registrations will be closed on 18th March, and once the course starts, we will not admit any more new students. Okay, so please spread this word, and I request the SPS chapter chair and vice chair Vaishnavi and Aditya to spread the word about this course, and whatever points we have highlighted it, I will be sharing the PPTs what I prepared in the group. Okay, you can brief it to other people who could not attend the orientation today, and also those who are interested to learn Python and do learn some interesting some interesting projects. Spread this and motivate them and ask them to join. Okay, and that's it for now. I think that's and I thank Mr. Chetan and Dr. Bruhant for giving their time, and also we have been working on this from last a month almost. So in the planning and coming up with the modules and preparing everything. So I thank both of you, and I hope to see a good number of participants. And we are not looking exactly at a very large participants. We want people who are dedicated and who are really interested to learn Python, because this is something which you need to do with passionate. So those who are really interested and learn something, we are looking only for such people. Okay, because if you are not interested, then it will be like a burden, and we don't want to increase your burden along with regular academics. Okay, anyway, you will learn the programming language as one of the electives. So people who really want to do some good projects, and with keeping in mind what industry demands and what is the need there, so all those keeping this points in mind, we have structured this course. Okay, so hope to see all of you in the next basic installation class on 19th, and the timings and other details I'll announce by Wednesday or Thursday. Okay, and once again I repeat, the registration will close on 18th March, and 19th March on Friday evening we will have an installation session where the software installation, the requirement, all those things will be discussed. Okay, and from 22nd March, that's Monday evening, we will start with the course, the level 1 course. Okay, so that's it. So you sign off, and have a good weekend. Bye. Thank you all.